Why does chocolate cause migraines? Today we're going to be talking about chocolate, how chocolate triggers migraines, and the answer is actually much more complex than you might think. I've got my laptop here today, so I make sure that I cover all the topics that we're going to go through so I don't miss anything. So first of all, chocolate contains caffeine. Caffeine is a substance that is going to actually cause the blood vessels inside of our body, and most importantly for migraines, inside of our brain, to actually tighten up or constrict. It's the process of actually the relaxation where the blood vessels start to become dilated or bigger that stretches on nerves that will actually trigger the migraine. So when we drink caffeine, we are starting to actually see the blood vessels get tighter, which is why we can see a caffeinated beverage or chocolate temporarily relieve our migraine headaches or migraine symptoms. But then we start to see a cycle where our blood vessels become dependent upon that caffeine level, and if we don't have it the next day or at the same time, we're going to start to see the headaches start to develop. So the second thing is tyramine. Tyramine is contained in many different food products and beverages that are going to trigger migraines, and the mechanism actually goes back to blood vessel regulation. So tyramine will cause some of the blood vessels to actually swell or dilate, and then following that down the pathway, what happens is the dilation of the blood vessels will actually irritate nerves. That nerve irritation is going to release chemicals such as CGRP and substance P that then go on to cause further blood vessel dilation, which then causes, you guessed it, further nerve irritation and releasing more of the same chemicals, and this is what results in that spreading depolarization. Next is going to be nitrates. Similar mechanism here, where we're going to see that it can cause that sort of cascade, but it's also going to start to interact with some of our microbiome. Those are the little bacteria inside of our gut that actually are there to help with the homeostasis that prevents some of the abnormal blood vessel dilation and constriction. Serotonin is going to be our last culprit here. Serotonin is another chemical that is commonly found inside of chocolate and is going to be associated with dysregulation of the blood vessels. And I should have said this is best for last here, sugar. Okay, so what happens with sugar? Most chocolate, unless you're eating 100% dark chocolate, most chocolate is going to contain some sugar. When we eat those simple sugars, like found in most chocolates, it's going to create a large glucose spike. It's a really fast spike and then comes down relatively quickly. And it's that big fluctuation in glucose that causes the blood vessels to lose their regulation and triggers the migraine and migraine symptoms.